Hey guys, and welcome back to another Vlogmas. Today I am going to be doing a story time while I sip on my coffee. So, this story time happened, it had to be early 2000s, late 1990s. Uh, we were all gathered at my grandparents' house for our Christmas Eve gathering. We did a dinner at the time. No, snacks, I'm sorry. And both my grandfather, I called him Papa, and my dad drove oil trucks and gas tankers at the time. And that year it had snowed and turned really cold the week of Christmas. And during our Christmas Eve gathering, it started out, if I remember correctly, it was my dad who got the first call. They were both on call that weekend, ironically. And they worked for different companies. But my dad got the first page, and then it wasn't, maybe a couple of minutes after he got back home that my papa had gotten the call to go and deliver oil to a customer. So he went out and did his delivery, and we waited up on him to, do his thing. And their calls usually took somewhere around an hour to complete. And, it could be anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. But this went on, I think we gathered there that day at around noon. Because, we were just doing a snack thing. So, no big deal. Right when we were getting ready to open our gifts that year is when the first call came in. And for about 3-4 hours from that point, every time either my dad or my papa would come back home, the other one would get called back out. Like I said, we were supposed to be gathering there at like noon. And I don't think we ended up doing our gift exchange or gift opening until somewhere around 6 that evening. So you can imagine how many calls they ended up, going on. I know that year was wild. And it seemed like I said, each time one of them would come home, the other one would get called right back out. Or one time, they both got called out literally at the same time. And I think while they were out at the same time, they ended up doing 2, maybe 3 stops. I don't exactly remember how many they went on that weekend. Like I said, it was late 90s, early 2000s. I know my sister was young. She was no more than 3 or 4 years old, and she just turned 23 back last month. So, you know, it was definitely interesting that year. My grandmother, I call her Nanny. She was getting very frustrated, as well as the rest of us were. You know, my siblings, myself, cousins. You know what? Yeah, it had to have been early 2000s because my aunt and uncle, they had just moved over to Italy and came home for Christmas. My uncle, he was in the Navy, and so, yeah, they traveled home. My aunt was getting frustrated because she was wanting to spend time with my papa, and, you know, he kept getting called out. So, that didn't really happen. And, it was wild how it just continued a vicious cycle of my papa getting a page out, because, you know, at that time cell phones were not all that popular. They were pagers, so they would get a page out through the pager, and like, and literally one would go out back home, and then the other one would get called out right behind that person. So it was like a vicious cycle that repeated itself. We figure somewhere around 10 to 15 different times that occurred before my papa eventually turned his pager off for the night so that we could, you know, open our gifts. And you want that. That was literally the craziest Christmas that I could remember to date. As far as my papa and my dad getting called out, and they did that for, they drove oil trucks and stuff like that, 20 plus years. I believe it was early the next year my grandfather, Papa, had to give up his license to drive the oil truck and gas tanker due to him having a stroke behind the wheel of an oil truck. And he continued to have strokes. His first stroke was in 2002, and he did good until, we think, somewhere around 2015-16, and the strokes began again. So, yeah. It was kind of wild at that time. And just that Christmas had to have been one of the most memorable, in that both my dad and my papa kept getting called out. I was, probably 12, 13 years old at that point. And I was kind of getting out of the whole Christmas phase, but I was still, involved enough to where it was frustrating that they kept getting called out and just, like what was going on, was my thoughts. Of course, I was at the age where I knew, hey, they've got to go and help somebody that's ran out of fuel oil. To heat their homes. Or, they've got to go and help an elderly person get their furnace going again. There was all these kinds of crazy things that we're not aware of usually that, goes on, but hey. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is kind of all over the place, but yeah, that year, I think we ended up, like I said, opening our gifts somewhere around 5 or 6 in the evening. We ate our snacks for our dinner, essentially. And then we went home, and of course, my sister was still at that age where she still believed in Santa, so and my brother and myself, we had given up the whole Santa thing a while ago. But when we finally got home that night, we went to bed so Santa could come and drop off our gifts. And quite frankly, we were all exhausted and ready to go to sleep. So, I think that's going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on the bell notification so you do not miss a single video. Remember, I am doing Vlogmas, so I will have a video daily in December. I may, even pop in 2 videos in one day, here and there. So be sure to have my post notifications on so that you do not miss a single Vlogmas. And until next time, thank you for joining, and I will talk to you later.